Good morning. It is Friday the 20th of September, I believe. I've just spent the last week in Hoi An, Vietnam, where I am right now, Mitsubishi Streets, with my mum and brother. They're gonna leave tomorrow back to Singapore, and then I'm gonna stay on for not too sure how long. Originally the plan was to stay for 5 to 6 weeks, but I didn't realize that we were in the wet season for Hoi An. So right now I am reconsidering my options because when it rains here, it rains really badly. Like on Tuesday, the rain was so bad. It just rained all day, 24 hours, did not stop. And there's not much you can really do when that happens. Luckily I was working for most of the time, but even then it just kind of makes you depressed and miserable. So I didn't come on this trip to be depressed and miserable, so I'm thinking of going to Bangkok or Chiang Mai, even one of the islands on Thailand, so that I'm able to just like enjoy life more rather than hate my life while I'm traveling. Last couple of weeks I've also taken it somewhat easier on myself rather than... Morning, how are you? I'll see you a bit later. What was I saying? Yeah, the next couple of weeks, the last week or so, I've been taking it a bit easier just because I've found it awesome that I've been able to scale my business. But scaling also has its own sets of problems because when you scale, you break your business systems. And some of the business systems I've broken, I'm now going back to fix them so that so that I can then scale to the next phase. So I'm always of the belief that what got you here won't get you there. So you always have to keep adapting and moving ahead. So that's what I've been doing for the last week or so, is really just taking a break, number one, but also realizing how much of my systems were made maybe for this is really cool. It's like children and their parents before school time behind me. But yeah, maybe I shouldn't film that way. How much of my systems were just breaking under the strain, or were fit for purpose for a different way, but were breaking and now are broken. So I found that this experience has just taught me that everything happens through iteration, nothing happens through grand design, and you're just gonna have to adapt when things inevitably break. So right now that's what I've been doing. It's very distracting with all the bikes going around, but yeah. To sum up, I've been resting, traveling with my brother and my mum, which has been really cool to have them in Vietnam and to actually join me here. And then the second thing I've been really doing is looking at my business systems, because I know that they're no longer fit for purpose. I've broken a few of them. For instance, like my digital products and customer service, I kind of fell off on that. Really annoyingly, I didn't realize that some of my digital products weren't being fulfilled when you upsold them on ConvertKit. So there's a whole bunch of people who didn't actually get the upsell that they bought, which is not my intention. So I'm gonna have to go back and really understand how you can do this. So it's just small things like that where you just realize that's not fit for purpose, and now you need to go and fix them. So that's what I'm doing. Business systems. Being in Vietnam and being back in Hoi An also is really nostalgic for me. I think it was this trip in February last year where I was like, actually, I think I want to do this digital nomad thing permanently. And I also realized on that trip in like February, March last year that my business systems were not fit for purpose. or my business at the time was not fit for purpose. So that's when I had to fully pivot my business, and I actually realized that I didn't like doing procurement. It was really boring, and the people that I was serving with the procurement business wasn't actually the people I really gave a fuck about, if I'm being honest. I just did not care about them in any meaningful way. So that's why, I don't know if that bridge is open. That's why I completely pivoted my business away from doing procurement. It's really distracting to walk through. There's just a lot happening. It's a really nice place, really beautiful place. People always horning at you, but yeah, I mean, this is the river. It's been raining a lot, that's why it's so brown. Yeah, so just being back here has just made me realize how much I've grown. It's been like 18 months since that trip, and man, my life and my business and where I am just generally has completely changed. Like completely changed. Like, I'm in a much different position than I was 15 months ago, and it just shows me like with 15 months of effort, you can get pretty fucking far. And with 12 or even 6 months of effort, I think after that trip, 6 months later, I completely pivoted and changed. So with 6 to 12 to 18 months of effort, you can change a lot of things. It doesn't require huge wholesale changes, but you can actually change your life in that time. This is sounding more motivational than I intended, but I mean, this is just my experience. And my experience is that I've completely changed everything in 18 months. To where now I'm, making, at this point, making close to 18K per month, give or take. Sometimes it's 17, sometimes it's like 18 per month. With Stu, there's going to be more business opportunities. With Julia, there's going to be more business opportunities. So yeah, I'm like in a very good position right now. And at the moment, I've got a few things to figure out for myself, but I just need to now add scale to my business, really. Scale and leverage, which is why I'm building out these digital products, which is why I'm building up all these different things at the moment. So yeah, that's really it for this update. I don't know what I'm ever going to do with this, but this could be a podcast episode. This could be I don't know what this could be, but I'm thinking these could be individual standalone solo episodes where I kind of just talk to the camera about an update that's going on in my business and what I'm finding it. The podcast really is about me being able to document my journey, interview cool people, and do stuff like this. But if I could flip open the camera, talk to it in a really non-scripted way, and just chat through what I'm currently going through, maybe dot point a few of the points that I've experienced. I mean, I've already been almost talking for 10 minutes. So yeah, that's really it. I think that's all I've got for now. I can't really think of anything else that's been on my mind. Other than that, I'm loving the travel. I'm loving what I'm doing. I 100% made the right choice. I don't think I could have made a better choice. Yeah. I think just being here, doing this is just what I wanted to do. Having the book deal settled, and now after I come back, I'm going to start having a marketing plan. I'll pump out a marketing plan for the book and see how we go. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Glad I got that off my chest.